Hello, people. Okay. Oh, okay, people. Switch glasses. I'm a hot mess. I know. Okay. I'm a hot mess. Woo! It's okay. My daughter and my grandson have been living here with me. Okay. For the year. Okay. And they finally moved out. And they still have moving to do. Okay. And I kind of came up on an idea on how to get them to get their stuff out faster. Okay. I know I'm late. It's been a while. Been a while, crocodile, but you know how I do. But I did get a request to do Chris Brown. Okay. And CardiB and well, not actually Cardi B, but Stefon Diggs has been coming up in the news, okay, in this altercation that he had with his chef. And apparently, well, allegedly, excuse me, allegedly the chef is pregnant. Now, I noticed that they have been talking about all his baby mamas, okay? So I know he's got multiple kids, so I guess they're all by different women. And it's more than I thought it was, but wow, he doesn't they don't see him in a good light. That's my point, okay? He's not okay, I got this thing, my smudge stick, okay? So, I thought while I'm at it on the Chris Brown request to throw some cards on this relationship, get us an update on Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. I know, I just get the feeling that, I don't know, I guess she just happened to get pregnant by him. Okay. Yeah, what's up? I asked the cards how she feels about this Stefon guy. Okay. But it's all kind of stuff coming up in the news. I believe this year is going to be one of those things where a lot of stuff comes to light. Okay, they're already getting on Tyler Perry. Okay, I think Oprah's next, but we'll see. Allegedly, everything's alleged. And my interpretation of the cards. Let's get down on Chris Brown, and they wanted to know what was in store, I believe the beginning of this year for Chris Brown. Okay, we looked into Chris Brown before, I know, but we're going to look into him again and again and again. Let me see. That was 3 days ago. Okay, so they wanted to know what was in store for Chris Brown for 2026. The thing about Chris Brown in 2026 is Chris Brown is still alive, okay? And a lot of these people are alive. So the energy comes and goes, okay? And there's also some energy that we probably haven't gotten into yet because it's just the beginning of the year. So, with that said, I say that to say that we're going to be reading and reading and reading, okay? because there's always going to be updates. Okay, so this is my matrix, astro matrix. Where's my astro? Oh, here it is. I like to show you guys the containers that they come in, okay, because they're always different from the actual cards, the covers, okay. So we want to ask the astro matrix, okay, what is in store for Chris Brown for 2026, okay. I want to go with the more recent, the more near future, okay. I really don't like to go all into a year because, like I said, the energy just changes and changes and changes and changes, okay. It's never ending change until you're gone, okay. And once you're gone, whatever energy you left here is here. See what I'm saying? Okay. So what can you tell us about Chris Brown and his 2026? How's it starting off for him? Okay. I know he's got court coming up, but I don't think that court is until later on. Okay, so what do we hear about Chris Brown? Has he calmed his temperature down? Okay, has he grown? Has he matured? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Chris Brown, 2026. What's in store? Okay. So the bottom of this reading, the sun. Okay. So the sun is going to shine a light on things, okay, in Chris Brown's life. Okay, so that's all. He's going to be off to a good start. I have a feeling with the sun, nice, sunny and shiny, but it's also, like I said, going to shed light on certain things. Maybe it'll shed light on his understanding, okay, so that he can mature, because it makes a big difference. So anyway, with that said, we have the Knight of Swords, okay? So we have full speed ahead. Full speed ahead with Chris Brown. Yeah, ambitious, okay? Single-mindedness, yeah. So so we got him, okay, full speed ahead. But the thing about it is he's going in the wrong direction. He's going in the past. Uh-oh. Well, he does have that case that's from the past that's coming up. So we can see it as that. But he's facing the wrong direction. So he needs to be going this way, not that way. But anyway, so we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. So there's going to be some illusions, okay? Just my imaginations. Yeah, but he also is going to have some choices, okay? They may be smoke and mirrors, but nevertheless, he's got some choices. And depending on what choice he makes is going to probably depend on how he could go forward, how it's going to shape his future. Okay, we have an Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So this Ace of Pentacles can represent all kind of things. It can represent an offer. It can represent money, good news, okay, because it's upright. So Ace of Pentacles, yeah, opportunity, prosperity, okay. But we also have this card, Seven of Cups, of smoke and mirrors. Not to mention the smoke around this offer. Catch that tea. Yeah, and he's going to be on the defensive. Okay, he's tired of fighting. Okay, he's battle wounded, so to speak. But he's still got some fight in him. He still got some fight in him. Oh, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. Ooh. Ten of Swords in reverse is still not good. I'll tell you that. Okay. Yeah. It has to do with stalling and making excuses. Okay. Uh, hitting rock bottom. Okay. Yeah. We have the Two of Cups. So there's something in his past, okay, emotionally. I think that the first thing that's hitting my mind is a connection, a past relationship that he may go back to. Okay. We also have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, though. Okay, so that is he's supposed to be working hard, but in reverse, he's not working hard. Okay, so this is probably laziness. Yeah, but we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so that's going over the Sun card. Okay, so the Nine of Cups deals with wishes fulfilled. It also deals with gluttony too. So we'll just say, since it's with the Sun, okay, so we got some good stuff here, but it's surrounded by negativity. Oh, there we go. We got the Four of Cups in reverse. Now, the Four of Cups represents in reverse, okay? It can mean a recovery, okay? It can also mean letting go of whatever it is you're trying to hold on to. Okay, it could be letting go of people, places, and things. Okay, that he probably needs to do. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, now this is trying to move on to karma waters. Okay, but I believe there's going to be either a delay or an obstacle that's going to keep him from doing so. Okay, it could be um it could have something to do. Let me see the next card before I say it. Oh, there go the devil's in the details. Okay, the devil's in the details. Okay, let me go on one more card. Okay, and we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Five of Swords, okay, in reverse. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. Now, the Six of Cups in reverse has to do with bad childhood memories, not refusing to let go or not able to let go of your past. And just like I said, this card right here with the Knight of Swords, and it's going in the wrong direction. It's going in the past, not the future. Okay, so he's got something going on with his past right here. I also noticed that a lot of these cards, when I do on celebrities, okay, the devil card comes up a lot. Okay, they have tied themselves. They have gotten caught up in that Hollywood, what do they call it? The machine. Okay, they have got themselves caught up in that machine, whereas they can't really do as they will because, well, basically they sold to the devil. Is a Even though you can't sell your soul, it's just a figure of speech. Okay, he's tied himself to a demonic force. I'll put it to you like that. And that's why that keeps coming up. Okay. Not to mention some memories that are not too good that he's having trouble letting go of some memories, childhood memories that are not too good. So this is going to come up in the near future for him. Okay. Now, what I was talking about, what I was thinking of with this Six of Swords being in reverse, okay, not being able to move to calmer waters, okay, because of delays and obstacles. I have a feeling that that court case, okay, is going to present an obstacle. Let me see when he goes to court, okay. I think that's going to be an obstacle in his future. Let me look and see when he goes to court. When is Chris Brown's next court date in the UK? October. That's the end of the year. Okay. And this is for that nightclub incident that happened in 2023. That was 3 years ago. Okay, so he's got something else coming up because we're going to definitely do a read when we get around his court date. Yeah, that's what I thought. October and the end of October at that. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles, okay, usually represents some news, some kind of news, something coming in, okay, but it is in reverse. So that it has something to do with being stagnant, okay, and that's going over the Six of Swords in reverse, wanting to move on but not being able to. There's obstacles. Okay, well, here it is right here going on top of it. So that's enforcing that theory right there. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, now the Nine of Pentacles is good, but when it's in reverse, it represents loss, a false sense of security. Okay, so a lot of people think that when they have a lot of money, they feel secure. Okay, but it's not. It's a false sense of security depending on your money. Okay, money comes and goes. So that might be he's made, which he has because he's gotten off tour. He was on tour, so he made a lot of money. Okay. We also have the Five of Cups in reverse. Now, the Five of Cups in reverse, okay, represents some type of recovery, okay? And it may be some type of recovery, okay, in the process of letting go of something. Just like he has the Four of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Well, he's got the Five of Cups in reverse. So there's letting go. We have the Star. Okay, so there's going to be a spotlight on Chris Brown. Okay, for whatever reason. Okay, maybe putting his business out there. Okay, but there's going to be some type of spotlight on him. We also have Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse. Okay, that can represent a bad temper. We know he has a bad temper, okay? Not being able to control oneself, okay? Being impatient. We also have Judgment, okay? So we also have Judgment. So I take it that his temper may get him in trouble again, okay? But not in the UK. But his temper may get him in trouble again. Hopefully not, okay? But who knows? Let's do one more row on Chris Brown. We have the Hierophant, yep. The government, okay? Institutions, yeah. Now it could be well okay, I say his temperance, oh his temper. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen, okay, she's fair. She's got good judgment, okay? So yeah, there's yeah, he's got something coming up. Ooh, with with the law, okay? And it's going to be some conflict involved in it. Some type of conflict with the 5 of Wands. I also can get the my intuition tells me it may not necessarily be him being in conflict, but it seems to be some type of conflict surrounding him with the star. This is going over the star, where all eyes on me. Okay, so there may be some kind of conflict that goes on. Yeah, we have the King of Cups right here. That's Chris. Okay, and that's going over the Temperance card. Yeah. We have Death in reverse. So, whew, yeah. Okay. See, because the devil in reverse, just because it's in reverse doesn't mean it's a good thing. Okay. It just represents some more bad stuff. And here, right here, is not learning your lesson. Okay. Not learning your lesson. Picking up old habits, okay? And that was what I just said too. So that reinforces what I just said when I said about temperance being in reverse. He's going to lose his temper, okay? And he's going to get in trouble with the law, okay? There's going to be some kind of conflict, okay? Yeah. And he's got the King of Cups. That's emotional. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're looking for 2026 for Chris Brown. So, and if this temperance, if these court cases have anything to do with his case that's coming up on the 26th, I don't think it does. I really don't. I think this is something else. Hmm. I think, and if it is, it's going to be before the court case. He's going to end up getting in trouble with the law, probably in America. Okay, so that's what that is. Don't forget to give a thumbs up on your way in. Okay, yes. So that's what that is. Now we're going to look at the situation with Cardi B and her baby daddy. Okay, and you know he's Stefon and Offset. They're both Sagittarius. They're both Sagittarius. Interesting. Okay. So anyway, what can you tell us about Cardi B and Stefon Diggs? How does she really feel about this man? You know, okay, we're going to do this one. How does she really feel about this man? Because I got another question, another read after this one. Hmm. How does Cardi B feel about Stefon Diggs? How does Cardi B feel about Stefon Diggs? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. underneath this reading. Oh, same card as Chris Brown, the sun. Okay, so the sun is shining bright and it's a good card. It's a good luck card. Okay, however, it also can mean that it's going to shine light or understanding on the situation. So she may get some type of enlightenment on how she feels about this gentleman here, Stefon Diggs. Okay. We have Five of Swords, okay? She wants to avoid conflict. We have the Ace of Wands, okay, in reverse. These cards both are in reverse, excuse me, okay? So that could represent some bad news coming in, okay? Yeah. Or she's not feeling him. She's not really feeling him. Yeah. We have seven of cups, okay? It's all smoke and mirrors. She's got the 10 of cups. She's happy emotionally. But we have judgment coming in. And okay, so we have the moon as well. So there's something that's going to come out. Now, Stefon, I know he's being sued, okay, by the chef, or he's supposed to be sued. But I believe behind that suit, that judgment, okay, there's going to be some secrets coming out, okay? We have the hangman. Okay. Yeah. She's looking at him from another perspective. We have the nine of cups. I mean, the 10 of cups, excuse me. Okay. That's going right over the 7 of cups. Okay. So it's really emotional. Okay. And I don't think she's really feeling this guy. Let's keep, okay. Yeah. The 3 of cups in reverse. So she's like she's happy with her family, okay, but she's not celebrating him. We have the 6 of Pentacles, okay, in reverse though. It's in reverse, okay. So I don't think she plans on helping him out financially with his court situation. She's not put. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Because he's getting sued. Okay. Yeah. And she's not. Yeah. She doesn't like the offer that's being handed down. Yeah. Yeah. So she's either not going to like an offer or she's going to refuse an offer. And there he is, the King of Cups. It's going over the hangman. We have the Two of Swords. She's going to make a decision. She's going to make a decision. See, because this lady has the blindfold on, but that blindfold is coming off. Okay. And then we have, she's on the defense. She's tired. She's tired. She's tired of fighting. Okay. She's tired of fighting in a relationship. Okay. She's tired of being defensive. She's tired of that. She's still going to stand up for herself, okay? But she is tired of fighting because emotionally, she's coming out the one that's being wounded. And then we have the fool, okay? So we have the fool. And that's going over the Six of Pentacles, okay? So as far as her finances are concerned, she needs to pay attention to her finances. She needs to be more aware of her finances, okay? She's going on to some new beginnings. Okay, so she has to be careful and make sure that she crosses her T's and dots her I's and not be foolish. We got new beginnings. We have the King of Pentacles. And this is going over, this is going over the Four of Cups. Okay. So she's not satisfied with this dude. That's how she feels about this. And she's got the Three of Wands in reverse. There we go with the Empress. Okay. Oh. I hope she don't come up pregnant again. She just had a baby. I don't know, y'all. That's going right along the lines of these emotions. Okay. And making a decision. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. That's a loss. That is definitely a loss. And then we have the devil. See, I told you, these celebrities, okay? They tie themselves to the devil and they can't get away. The Chariot, see? She wants to press forward, okay? But she's got the devil in the details as well. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, though. In reverse. So she's maybe letting go of something. I don't know. It's over the Empress. Okay. She may let go. And the Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. That's a loss. There we go with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. She's got these pentacles. Okay. And the pentacles that she does have, they're coming up reversed or they're just bad cards in general. Okay. Like this Five of Pentacles. It's upright. That's a loss. Being left out in the cold is still a loss. But you got the Nine and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That's another loss. That's a big loss. Okay. So she's going to experience some type of monetary loss. Okay. And this is going to have to do, I'm thinking this is going to have to do with children. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but everything is alleged. Okay. So that's what it says. Okay. I want to, just as well as Cardi B, I want to see what's coming up with this Stefon Diggs. Okay. What's coming up? Don't be a I'm going to bed for all the ops. You have been warned. This is a RICO case. Get it for your head or get it in your head. What? A RICO case. Okay, Christine. Okay, so I want to get into oh, let's do the light seers. They're good with this too. What is in the future? Okay, for Stefon Diggs, okay, 2026. What is in store for 2026 for Stefon Diggs, okay, the one who has a baby by Cardi B, okay? What is in store for him? What can you tell us about his 2026, his new year? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Yeah, let's look at what's in for him, okay. Now I get the feeling, the intuition that Cardi is she may be coming into some losses, but she's not gonna be broke. Okay. What's in store for this new year for Stefon Diggs? What's going on with him? Okay, so at the bottom of this reading is, the hangman in reverse, refusing to look at things in another perspective, being hard headed. Okay, same old, SOS. It's the same old shit, allegedly. Oh, so we have the 10 uh, wands in reverse. So there is going to be an unbearable weight. He's going to have a load on him that's unbearable. So he's going to have to drop that load, whatever the load may be. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, emotions, feminine emotions coming in. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Feminine energy is coming in on Stefon Diggs. Okay. We have an Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. So he's not going to be able to move on, okay, because he is either going to have some setbacks or an obstacle. He's going to be blocked to keep from moving on, okay? We have an Ace of Swords in reverse. Ooh. The Ace of Swords in reverse, yeah. So we're going to have some delays, okay? There we are with the King of Wands. Okay, so he's going to come out strong, apparently, okay, in regards to that load that he drops. He's got that wand in his hand. Oh, yeah, he's got the tower, okay, but it's in reverse. So he's going to avoid destruction. He's going to avoid destruction, or he's going to delay it. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so yeah, he's going to have, definitely running into some delays, some obstacles. Okay. And we have the Seven of Cups with the smoke and the mirrors. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. So Stefan has some jealousy. Okay. Well, there could be because he's dealing with all these different women. So I know there's some type of jealousy going on in this situation. Okay. And yeah, that's too many. He's doing too much. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands, okay, as well. The King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Oh yeah, he's ready. Okay, okay. We have Temperance. He's in control. He's in control. Okay. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is the nostalgia card, back down memory lane, okay? But he's got some memories that he can't seem to let go of, and they're not good memories, okay? Not being able to let go of the past. Okay, we have a high priestess, so he's got secrets. He's got some secrets. And we have the magician in reverse. Okay. So we have some manipulation, negative vibes. We have the King of Cups in reverse. So this also has to do with being emotionally immature. And that I could see that in his face, okay, when looking at him. He looks like he looks he's got that grin. It's that it's just he's not really grinning. That's his look. But it looks like immaturity. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So further along in the year, okay, I believe he's going to have some type of loss. The first thing that came to my mind was opportunities. Okay. Yeah. So whether he misses them or loses them, okay, there's some opportunities that's going to get away from him. And we have the Five of Cups. Yeah. Regret in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse. He's going to have some missed opportunities that he's going to regret. Mm. We have a Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah. At the same time, he's gonna lose. He's gonna face some losses, okay, via missed opportunities. Okay. Yeah. And we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So there's avoidance of conflicts, okay? And then we have the Empress in reverse. Now, you know, Cardi had that Empress in reverse, and I told you I was wondering if she was pregnant. And I don't think, if she is, I don't think she's going to keep it. We may not find out about it. I don't know. But yeah. And then we have the Seven of Swords. He's trying to get away with something, trying to hide something, being sneaky. We also have the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is in reverse because this represents teamwork. But when it's in reverse, it's a lack of teamwork, okay? So he's going to be missing opportunities. Okay. He's going to have regrets through a lack of teamwork. Okay. So maybe he doesn't have that force working for him like he used to. Okay. Yeah. It's the Four Swords. He gonna have to sit it down, y'all. He's gonna have to sit it down. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, it represents security and abundance, okay? But in reverse, it's not, yeah, it's a loss. It's a loss. It's a loss. So he's going to experience a loss, and it's going to be monetary, okay? Through these missed opportunities, these regrets, okay? It's going to be monetary. He's going to lose out. Okay. If anybody has a special request, anybody has a celebrity they want, you can put it in the comments and we'll read on them real quick. Somebody who you're wondering about, okay, what's up for the New Year's? But as far as Stefon Diggs, okay, his New Year's, yeah. He's still gonna be standing, but he's gonna be his and he's going to be missed out on some opportunity. He's going to have some monetary loss. He's going to have to sit down. He might get penalized for the season. That might be this Four Swords right here where you need to rest. Okay. He may get suspended for a season. Don't they do that stuff in baseball and stuff like that? When you get in trouble or something like that, they suspend you or something. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. If that carries over into his job, okay? He's a Capricorn? Are you sure he was born at the let's see. Okay, let's check him out, girl. What zodiac sign is Stefon Diggs? Sagittarius. Yeah, he's Sagittarius. No, December 4th. December 4th. Not January 4th. He was born December 4th. Brittany. Yeah. See? Let me see. When's his birthday? Because I did it before, and I think he was born wait, we both wrong. Wait, what? Oh, it says that Aries governs his head. Let me see what this man's birthday is. Oh, okay. I'm wrong too. Okay, I'm thinking December 4th. Okay, I was already thinking that somebody's birthday is December 4th. Okay, but anyway, his birthday is November 29th. Okay, I see what it is. I think what it is that he's a November Sag and outcast. Offset is a December Sag. Let's look at Offset. Offset astrological sign. Sagittarius. Yeah, okay. He's a December. They're both Sagittarius, but Stefon is November and Offset is a December. I'm an Aries too. But no, they said that he has a What did it say about Aries ruling his head? Now that I want to see it, it's gone. Okay, well, I don't know what I thought I seen Aries. Okay, but yeah, that's what it is. See, Sagittarius is one of my Sagittarius, Leo, and I think they said Gemini were my compatible signs. Okay, but the guy I dated, okay, he was a December Sag. Hmm. Okay, so do anybody has any requests for me to do a reading on a celebrity? Okay, if you don't want a reading on yourself or somebody you know, I can do a celebrity. Let's see who's in the before I go. Uh I know it's late, but y'all ain't doing nothing. Brittany, you got a request for a celebrity? Oh, you said you was curious about your boyfriend. What about your boyfriend? What's his name? You'll take okay, you want a reading, Brittany? Okay. Oh, you said you're an Aries. Okay. When's your birthday? What can you tell us? And Bob, what do you want the reading on? Oh, okay. You want me to find the energy? You want me to the energy between you and James, or you want me to do a reading April 6th? Okay. So April 6th is your birthday. Okay. So let's do what can you tell us about Brittany? She was born April 6th, okay? And she wants to know what's in store for 2026. Let's do that first, okay? What can you tell us about Brittany, born April 6th? She's right here with us, and she wants to know what you have to tell us, and thank you for your answers, okay? April 6th, Aries. Oh, got two cards on top. What up? Okay, so the bottom of this reading is the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the Two of Wands talks about some plans. Okay, so you might be having an idea of making some plans. Okay, but there might be some delays. Okay, there may be some. Maybe you didn't make your plans right. Okay, that's at the bottom of this reading. Okay, ooh, we got lovers. Okay. We also have the Seven of Cups. Okay. So this represents smoke and mirrors. Okay. Delusions. Okay. So maybe let's keep going. Let's keep going. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Okay. Pages represent messengers. Okay, so you may get a some news. Okay, you may get some news, or this could be a young guy. But this is the pages. They usually represent teenagers. Okay, let's see. Page of Pentacles. Where we got? Okay, yeah. So this also represents a new opportunity. Okay, so there's a new opportunity. It could be good. It could come in the form of news. Okay, like I said, it could come into the form of money or all that. It all depends. Okay, we also have justice in reverse. So I take it that somebody may do you wrong, or you felt that you were done wrong. Okay. We also have strength coming in reverse. So you may go through some sort of weakness, but this is right away. So you might be already going through this right here because this is the first row. Okay. We also have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles is some type of missed opportunity. Okay. It also could be a financial loss. Okay. And this is going over the Lover's card. So this may have something to do with a relationship. We got the devil in the details. Okay. Now, this right here represents temptation. You see the man has got his arm reached out, his hand reached out. Okay. And that's going over the smoke and mirrors. So you got to be careful. Okay. You might be tempted. We have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So there's some emotions. Okay. But we have the Page of Wands as well. So there's some action coming up. Okay. Even though you may feel that you've been done unjust, we have the Page of Wands, okay? And that represents some type of enthusiasm or creativity. We also have the Five of Wands, okay? But it's in reverse. So the Five of Wands represents conflict. But when it's in reverse, you are probably going to, you want to avoid conflict. You're going to avoid it or delay it. But usually it's avoided. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. Again, we have a loss. Feeling left out in the cold. Okay. And it's usually monetary because it's pentacles. We have Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Girl. Okay. And that's going over the devil. Okay. That's going over the devil. And what I was telling you about temptation. Okay. And this temptation is going to cause you to lose money. We got some pentacles on you, honey. Okay. And they're in reverse, or like this one is a loss. But we got Queen Money. We got Queen of Pentacles. Okay. She seemed like okay. So that right there gives me the impression that, okay, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Yeah. Okay. We got the Hermit. Taking some time to yourself to reflect, self-reflect. Okay. We also have Temperance. Okay, so you will be maintaining some type of self-control, and that's why it's going over the Five of Wands in reverse, avoiding conflict. Okay, you are representing a sense of self-control, and I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna keep it moving like that. Okay. Then we got Judgment. Okay, so there's some type of judgment coming in, and it's going over the being left out in the cold. So this gives me the inclination that it may have to do with the court. We also have the 10 of Wands in reverse. The 10 of Wands in reverse is going over the 9 of Pentacles. It's also right next to the Judgment card. This gives me the impression that there's going to be a load, an unbearable load. You're just going to have to let it go. Then we have the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is going over Queen Money. So you're going to have some plans or some good plans or celebrations that you got going, okay? Like I said, you're going to be all right. Okay? You get that load, you drop that load and then celebrate. Okay, girl. And then we have King of Pentacles. So we have some masculine energy coming in. If it's not already in, we have some masculine energy, okay? This is a more mature male, okay? And it's a positive male. He's upright, okay? Yeah. So this right here represents, okay, if it's not masculine energy, this right here represents determination, okay? Prosperity. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And this is going over temperance. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you might, it says selfishness, okay? Stagnation. But when I read this too is, and I'm saying with the money, okay, it says selfishness, but it's not in a negative way. It's like I'm finna hold on to, I'm holding on to my money, okay? Like I was telling you about CardiB. She got the same thing. Well, she didn't get the Knight, but she got some pentacles in reverse that represented selfishness, but it's not selfishness in a bad way. It's selfishness in holding on to your stuff. Because like I said, you got some risk of temptation here, and it's going to cost you, okay? But you're going to come out okay. That's what it says. Okay? So have no fear. The camera's here and the microphone, and they want to know, oh, 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 oh. Now, did you want some love relationship? Okay, because I could do the twin flames on you and James. Did you want that? Oh, she said, sure. Okay, we'll do, okay. So, this is twin flames, okay? And this is what the cards look like. Okay, so what can you tell us about Brittany, born on April 6th, and her boyfriend James? Okay, what is the energy with these two? Okay, or what is the energy for 2026 for Brittany and James? Okay, Brittany was born April 6th. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What do you want us to know? Brittany and James. James and Brittany. Okay, at the bottom of the reading, you have justice, okay? So there's going to be some type of consequences, some karma, some type of law, okay, on the docket for you and James, okay? We have right here the Six of Swords. Leaving behind, moving forward, okay? Distance ahead. That's what it has for the Six of Swords. We have the Three of Swords, in reverse, okay? Now, this right here has to do with some type of heartbreak. Let me see the Three of Swords in reverse, though. Okay, so yeah, the Three of Swords in reverse, okay, it can also mean miscommunication, feeling left out, okay, as well. We have the Chariot, okay, which represents determination, moving forward, okay, it's in reverse. So you might be at kind of like a standstill for right now. We have the Page of Wands in reverse, okay? So this right here in reverse represents you might get some news. The Page of Wands, let's see, the Page of Wands. Okay, so there might be some type of delay. We had that on the reading before, okay? Some type of delay. You was making plans, it was in reverse, okay? Oh, wait, no, this is the Eight of Swords, okay? The Eight of Swords, you might be feeling trapped. You might have a sense of restriction, not being able to move freely the way you want. Or maybe you can't see the end of the tunnel right now, so to speak, okay? But like I said, you're going to be all right. We also have the Fool. Now, the Fool is in reverse, okay? And that also talked about your reading, your previous reading about reckless behavior and facing losses. Okay, catch that tea, girl. And we're going to have, there we go with Temperance, okay? Now, you had that Temperance around patience, tranquility, peace. Now, this came around, what was that card you had? The Five of Wands in reverse, avoiding conflict. So let's see. Okay. Oh, we got the Emperor, girl. So that's like the Judge. This is the divine masculine, control, authority, which usually represents the Judge. Okay. So, and that's going over the Chariot. So that might stop, that might be your delay. Now, the Four of Pentacles, okay? So the Four of Pentacles, you holding on to something, okay? This is possessiveness, okay? I don't know, okay? Only you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I don't know. I'm just going by what the cards is saying, okay? Now, this talks about possessiveness, boundaries and limits, hoarding and holding on, okay? Being stingy, okay? So it could be all of those or one of those, okay? We also have the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So it's saying about being practical and reliable, slow and steady, committed and patient, conservative, okay? And that's going over your Eight of Swords of you feeling trapped, okay? We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? So the Seven of Wands, okay, the Seven of Wands represents being defensive, okay, or having to defend yourself, okay? But this is in reverse. So that represents some type of surrender, some type of loss, okay, or exhaustion. I don't think it's all of those. I think it's one of those. I don't know. Surrender, exhaustion, losses. We got the Wheel of Fortune. That is a karma card, okay? But it's a good karma because it's coming up in upright. So that's positive changes, okay? And this is just going through your cycles of life. Yes, sometimes, okay. My dude can be very aggressive. Okay, so you're taking him as the he's the emperor, huh? Yes, divine masculine, control, authority. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Wands, okay? But it's in reverse. Now, the Nine of Wands in reverse can represent some type of giving up. You're tired, you give up, okay? And this is going on the Emperor, okay? Yeah, trapped. Hmm. But we have the world. We have the world, okay? So you are in store for something is coming to an end. There's a completion. A cycle is going to be completed soon. The cycle is going to be over with, okay? Something you're going through, whether it be relationship, whether it be legalities, it could be any kind of relationship, but it's coming to an end, okay? And it's completed. I don't know what that means. We have the Magician in reverse. Now, the Magician in reverse, that's going over your Knight of Pentacles, okay, is recklessness, okay? Recklessness. You're being reckless, careless, okay? We also have the Four of Swords. So you need to do some rest. You need some rest. The Four of Swords talk about taking a break, relaxation and peace, self-reflection. That's like the hermit. Then we have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords talks about a stalemate. You being stuck in the middle of decision. You can't make your decision. You can't make up your mind. Okay, you're in denial. Difficult choices, and you're at a crossroads. That is going over your Wheel of Fortune. So just like this has you come to the fork in the road, basically, and you need to make a decision. That's basically what the card is telling you. Okay. And then we have the Death card. Okay. The Death card represents transformation. That means that something is ending and something is beginning. Okay. Something is ending and something is beginning. Okay. It could be in a relationship, it could be just life. Okay. Something in your life has come to an end so that you can start a new journey, whatever that journey may be. Okay. Don't mean death. It don't mean you're gonna die. Ain't got. I don't even know why they do that. If they say, okay, sheesh. Okay, then we have the Star card in reverse. Okay, so the Star card in reverse, something's coming to an end. Let me see, number 17. So this talks about despair, monotony, okay, boredom, okay. Um, oh, okay. I just got a hit that um, the stars going down on a relationship. This is going over the world card where I told you that it's coming to an end. Okay. I don't know if it's in a relationship with your boyfriend, with your friend or something's coming to an end. Okay. It's run its course, basically. Oh yeah, you understand. You see, because I'm struggling. I don't know what the cards is. All I can tell you is what they mean and what I'm feeling. But that's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm getting that song. Now that we've come to the end of the road, that's what's coming in my head. Okay. Then we have Queen of Wands. There it is. There. When it's all said and done, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, and the Queen of Wands represents passion and determination, attractive and confident, self assured and charismatic. Hey, hey, okay. When it's all said and done, girl, Oh, you feel like he has a lot of secrets? Oh, okay. Well, when is his birthday? Let's see if he's got some secrets. Let's see. We'll go in with let's see. I gotta sort my cards. I got all these cards, but I can't really see them right off hand. I need to spread them out so I'm able to see them. Um, okay. So apparently you feel like he's got secrets and you don't like feeling that way. I don't blame you. I don't like that either. So instead of the twin flames, let me get these cards in order. Because if I don't, honey, they'll be all over the place like I do. Okay, find one card from another deck in between this deck. Oh, okay. So we'll do the messy truth with you. We'll do the messy truth. Okay, we'll do the messy truth. This right here is an oracle deck, I believe. Okay. It says that this deck is for heartbreak, hot and cold love, and finally moving on. This is what it says, the messy truth, okay? And this is what the cards look like. Okay, how many cards are in this deck? I hate when they don't tell you how many cards are. Oh, here it is, 54. Okay, when they don't tell you how many cards are in the deck. Okay, because this is not your regular 78 tarot deck. Okay, so what can you tell us about when's James' birthday? Oh, January 4th? Is that his? No. Oh, no, no, no. Wait. James is January 4th? Okay. What can you tell us about Brittany's boyfriend, James, born January 4th? Okay. What do you want us to know about James? Brittany wants to know about James. Is James keeping secrets? What's going on? What can you tell us about James? And thank you for your answers. What do you want us to know, James? And that's why I only ask like for the name and the birthday, okay, so I can call it. I don't want to get too much information because I want, this to resonate. And if it don't, then you know it don't. If it does, then you know it does. You see what I'm saying? Okay. That's all. Okay, so what do you want us to know with James? What can you reveal? Okay. Oh, the card says you deserve better. Okay. Self-worth, realization, and empowerment. That's kind of what your cards was talking about. Okay. It also says cycle repeat. It's the same drama, different day. And that you're stuck in the loop. That's what it's saying. I don't know. Okay. Oh, it says that you're ghosted. You're blocked as fuck. Okay. Shout out silent treatment. Okay. I don't know if you're getting the silent treatment. So that probably has something to do with calling and no answer, okay, and no callback, something like that. Used then discarded, thrown away, devalued, emotional truth. Oh, emotional trash. Okay, so it says that you're going back and forth like an emotional yo-yo. Okay. And it says that you lost me, okay? Final straw, self-respect, okay? So you need to make that power move. Okay, so it's saying that you choose them, okay, as if there is a third party involved here, betrayal, replacement, okay. Usually, when you have that feeling that a person is stepping out, okay, it's usually a reason for it. It's usually true, okay, and that usually comes from a change in behavior, a change in routine all of a sudden without saying anything to you or having a justifiable reasoning for doing so, okay. And then when you say something about it, make like you're crazy. So that definitely a telltale sign. Okay, so then we have broken trust. Okay, so apparently I don't know if you caught him in some lies. Oh, okay. And then it's saying, oh, the burn the bridge. Okay, so apparently he's going to burn the bridge if he hasn't done so already. That there's going to be something. Okay, he's going to do something that the damage is irreparable. There's no coming back on it. That's what it's saying. Okay, and it's telling you this right here. It's giving you this advice. I choose me. Okay, self-love, emotional maturity, and a clean break will be good for you. Okay, and then I'm gonna do, what is this, 5 more cards. Okay, and we have can't move on, stuck in the loop, missing them. Okay, no closure. So, and now this was telling, where was that? It was telling you about being stuck in the loop. Where was that card? Yep, here it is right here. Cycle repeat. So it's emphasizing, okay, that card. So apparently your tea is going to get cold. You're over it. No more drama. You're done. See, she's walking out. Hey, Mary. How are you doing? I'm fine. Okay. And then, okay, yeah, and it's, see, Kai's got you rehearsing the past, mental slips, okay, guilt, self blame, you blaming yourself. Oh, I might be tripping. Yes, you may, Mary. What question would you like to ask? And then we have confused as hell because he's giving you mixed signals. He's not giving you clarity. He's not making you feel reassuring you. And there you go. Okay, you're done with the explaining. No more justifying, silent exit, energy protection. So it's telling you to, and that's the one where I was on the cards where it was saying avoiding conflict. Okay, and then you had temperance for self-control. Well, that's what this is saying. Okay, silent exit, just go, leave silently. Okay, no more justifying. Okay, protect your energy. Energy protection is telling you to protect your energy. And there it is there. That's what it's saying. Doesn't say anything about secrets, but it's telling you a direct message to you, okay, that you're better, you deserve better. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, Mary, so you want to ask about is this a friend of yours? Is this okay? He's abused. Is my person being abused in prison? He's in a dangerous facility and I haven't heard from him. Who took my money? Okay. So we need another deck for that. We're going to use the gold cards, okay? Does this person have a name and a birth? Wait, over 243,000. Wait, your ex took your ex took 243,000 from you? I wouldn't care if I wouldn't care what happened to him. Child. Glenn, he's an Aquarius. Okay, he's an Aquarius, but what is his date of birth? Okay, we've seen about Glenn. I don't know. I don't care what you think about me. But I'm the motherfucking PIMP. Okay, so he was born, okay, on January 20th. Okay, Glenn. Okay. Mary Wilson wants to know what's going on with her man, Glenn. Glenn was born 1/20/68, okay? He was born on January 20th, 1968. His name is Glenn. What is going on with Glenn? What can you tell us about Glenn? And thank you for your answers. He is currently incarcerated. What state is he in? He is currently incarcerated. Okay. I'm trying to see if there's some more cards I could January 20th, 1968. Glenn, what do you want us to know? Thank you for your answers. Oh, he in California? Oh, in California. Now, when you asked that question, the first thing that came to me was like solitary confinement. Okay. See what I'm saying? I'm out here in California as well, okay? So I'm familiar. But when you said that, so let's see what the cards say. But I got, okay, because usually if he did something and you ain't heard from him, okay, he's in confinement, and that's when they shut it down. Okay, that's right. But you should be able to call up to the prison and they tell you that. I don't know, but things have changed because they've done so much with these prisons, okay? The information is public, but they don't have it as public as they used to. Because, girl, I go in, honey, I go into the documents. That's right. To the court documents. I see your case. But see, now they start either making it not available, or you have to pay for it, or you have to actually like fill out an application for it and pay for it. Yeah, girl. Okay, he's currently in Kern County, California. I mean, wait, he's in Delano. Yeah, Kern. Oh, he's out here by me, Kern County. Okay. The bottom of the reading is the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now the Ace of Swords in reverse, okay, is an injustice. It's let's see, it's lies, because it's the sword of truth. So it's lies. Okay. And that's at the bottom of this reading. Okay. Now, what it says also is that there's delays, there's a miscommunication. Oh, okay. So there's some type of miscommunication, which is true because he hasn't contact. You can't get a hold of him. Okay. So we have the Page of Wands. Okay. So there's going to be some good news. It's going to come in quick. Okay. There's going to be it's going to be either by letter, by phone, or word of mouth. Okay, that's what this card is saying. Okay, it's also saying some other stuff, but I got these cards. I get a glare. Okay, it's also playful, active, optimistic, full of energy, bright ideas, new, exciting plans, creativity, lovable, rogue. Okay, then we come with the what is this, the nine of swords, the eight of swords, okay, where there's a feeling of trap. He's restricted, he's backed into a corner, hands tied, victimized, paralyzed by fear or anxiety, feeling pressure. So he's somewhere where he's restricted. So, okay, now that, like I said, that could be solitary confinement, okay? And then we have smoke and mirrors in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So that means that there's some type of reality, clarity, sobriety, okay? But he's made some poor choices. And right now he has a lack of choice. We also have the King of Wands in reverse. This represents being rude, boorish, forceful, bully, dictator, tyrant, impulsive, abusive, and nasty. Okay. We also have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So there's shattered dreams, nightmares, unhappiness, misery, lack of fulfillment. Okay. We also have the Hierophant, which is the government in reverse. So there's some challenging unconventional lifestyles and relationships, unconventional relationships, okay, not conforming, okay, to the laws of the land. We also have the Five of Swords in reverse. So there is a peaceful resolution and he's moving on, okay? Uh, avoiding conflict or ending conflict. And there's the Star in reverse, okay? So this right here is a feeling of hopelessness and despair, okay? Lack of faith. Yeah, lack of faith, lack of inspiration. Well, if you're in confinement, you're going to lack all that. Yeah, okay? If you can even see daylight. Okay, so he's got the Ten of Wands. There's a burden. He's overloaded, he's stressed out. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so there is some feminine energy. That's going over the Nine of Cups. It says mature, grounded female, businesswoman, high social status, generous, loyal, prosperity, successful, financially independent. Okay, so there's a feminine energy. I don't know if that describes you. You know better than I do. Okay, and then we have temperance. Okay, and that temperance is going over the Hierophant, but is coming after the Queen of Pentacles, which there is some type of self-control, balance, peace. Yeah, and then we have the Queen of Swords. So that's some more feminine energy coming in. And this is someone who has that intuition, who's honest, who's independent. Okay. Mm-hmm. And that's going over the Five of Swords, which is the end of conflict. We have the Magician. So there's some manipulation. Somebody's got tricks up their sleeves. Okay. Okay. Yes, no problem. Yes. So, does this, do you identify with any of this reading? We also have the Page of Cups. Now, the page is a messenger, okay? But the thing about it is there's a fish in the cup. So, the message, okay, that's coming in or the offer, okay, doesn't seem too pleasant. Psychic messages, happy news, naivety, crush, admirer, and then we have the Tower in reverse. Now, the Tower in reverse, okay, that's going over the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, the Tower in reverse is a delay or avoidance of a catastrophe. Okay, we also have the Knight of Wands. Okay, this right here is somebody being hasty, energetic, charming, yet warm and exciting. Thank you. Thank you for the subscription and the like. I appreciate it. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. Okay. And he's going in to this catastrophe, this tower that's in reverse, that's avoidance. Okay. So this right here is passion. We also have the Four of Pentacles. So somebody's holding on to something, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be somebody being stingy. They could be holding on to regret or the past, okay? But usually they holding on to some money, okay? And that is going over the Queen of Swords. Yeah, it says, this card says holding on to people or possessions or issues, deep seated past issues, hoarding, stinginess, control, possessiveness, financial stability, financial security. So it doesn't have to be all what I just read off, okay? It could be one or the other, but it's just telling you the things that the card represents. Can represent. We also have the devil in the details, and he's in reverse. Okay, so there's telling you that there's an imbalance, there's self-indulgence, okay, excess, clashing. Now, usually that means drugs, okay? Usually that has to do something with drugs. Okay, and then we have the Five of Wands. So there's some type of fighting or conflict or arguing, okay? It's emotional. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. That's going over the Tower in reverse. So that's telling somebody, I don't know if it's you, about a financial new beginning, new financial opportunities that could come in form of a new job, a new business if you're self-employed, okay? It could be if you have investments or savings. Thank you, Milky. So that's what it's saying. Okay. I can pull a truth oracle for clarification. Let's see. Can you give us clarification on this read I did on Glenn, okay, who is currently incarcerated in Kern County, born January 20th, 1968. I hate to say 120. I like to say the month, January, okay? It just seems, 120 seems so impersonal, okay? Okay, so what can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. And then I'm going to bed after this one, you guys. What time is it? In sunny California, 4 o'clock. Okay, in the morning. Oh Lord, honey, we got to shuffle. Okay, 3:53 a.m. That's right. I got some more chips and bean dip. Think I got a corner left. What do you want us to know? Thank you for your answers. Okay. So let's see if we can get some clarification. And this is the truth. This is what it looks like. The cover looks the same. What's the energy we got going on this spread right here? Okay, so we have an encounter. Okay, so this could be somebody love at first sight. Okay, somebody you met by chance. But there's torment, there's anxiety, bondage, depression. Somebody's troubled. There's a crown, there's an owner, a master, top level. But there's something about somebody being independent, being free, okay? Taking the lead, somebody who likes to who's not afraid to take initiative. Independent, that's what the card says, okay? We also have trash. Okay, maybe somebody who tends to waste or feeling worthless or mousy like. Okay, we also have an investigation. Somebody's looking for information, exploring, searching. We have talent. Okay, somebody born with features. Okay, somebody who has personality. I don't know what that comes up in the reading. I don't know. Okay, we also have an uninvited guest. Okay, a surprise, an accident, a big change, a moment of decision. You want me to say something about, you want to read, Milky? Okay, let me finish this and I'll do you a quick read. Is there anything in particular that you want to ask? And then we have divine intervention. Okay, now we have some karma and a catalyst. We have some divine intervention. And what that's coming to me is that may be the reason, if you guys were in a relationship, that might be the reason why he went to jail. Okay, he might have been taking your money, and maybe you may have either been ignoring the signals or something like that. Okay, and it took to go to jail. Okay, to divide up to get you away from him. Okay, so that you can move on. Okay, we have something about liquor. So I mean something about drinks. Okay, now that could be liquor or that could be coffee or tea or simply water. Okay, and then the sunset. Okay, so there's, I don't know, somebody's having memories about lost loved ones. And then Milky, okay, I only give you a reading if you ask for it. I don't just read people, because some people don't want to be read. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't want you to read. I ask people if they want a reading, and some people don't want a reading, you know? If you want one, let me know. If there's anything in a question you have in particular, can you give me a birthday, your birthday? And then we have an empty room when it's all said and done. An empty room, okay? There's no people in there. The end. Okay? So that's was the clarification. I don't see what clarification it may have had, but this is the deck I use. Okay, so we might have to put this deck on some ice or something. Okay, but other than that, it does talk about confinement and not being able to move. Okay, but it also talks about, so I would call up there. If I were you, I would definitely call up there, because they can tell you if he is in confinement. It'll show up on the computer. Okay, so you want a reading on the future? We will do. I usually don't do the future, but I have been doing 2026. So you want to know what's in store for you for 2026 this year in regards to money. Okay. Do you have a birthday? What's your birthday? Can I have a birthday, please? Because I'm pretty sure that the name you're using is not your real name. Okay, my birthday is 10/10. Ah, okay. You're a Libra. And she wants to. Okay, now why am I lighting this before I find the cards? Okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna do. We're gonna do the light seers. Are we gonna use light seers on you? Okay. Let me see what else I got in here. We got Strange World Tarot. Oh, let's do sci-fi. Yeah, let's do some sci-fi. Yeah. Okay. Now this is based on. Okay. Oh, this one isn't based on Pulp Fiction. Yeah, it is. Oh, no. Okay. Well, this is Space Age. Okay. So this is Sci-Fi Tarot. It looks like this. And the cards look like this. Okay. So let me do a. I don't know why I just get the desire to sage. Okay, after I do so many readings. Okay. Okay. So Milky, born October 10th, 77. Okay. What can you tell us about Milky right here in the live, born October 10th, 1977? You're welcome, Mary. Okay. They want to know about their money. What can you tell us about the finances for 2026 for Milky, born October 10th, 1977? Wants to know about, is this a girl or a boy? His or her finances. Okay. What do you want us to know? What do you want Milky to know about his finances? Okay. So I take it that that's the girl's name. My real name is Habiba. Okay. Habiba. Okay. She wants to know about her finances for this year. What can you tell her? What do you want her to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay. What do you want her to know? This is all alleged for your entertainment purposes only, okay? I interpret my own interpretation for the cards. Oh, we have at the bottom of the reading, underneath it all, is the Page of Wands. You got action. Okay. Page of Wands. So there's curiosity, creativity, and there's enthusiasm. Okay? Ooh, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay? The Seven of Pentacles. Trying to think, see, now some of these cards throw me off. Okay? Oh, okay, the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles talks about investments, okay? It's reap what you sow. Seven of Pentacles, okay? I don't know if you have any investments, okay? But it's a money card. It's a money card, okay? Oh, we have the King of Wands. Natural born leader. King of Wands. This talks about success and leadership, okay? Self-confidence. So that's somebody who has self-confidence, who's reassured in themselves, okay? Does not have that low self-esteem. And then we have, is this the Nine of Swords, okay? So we have some bad juju coming in, but it's not in the form of money. It's just sleepless nights. You might be worried about money. You might be worried about money. You might have financial worries that keep you up at night. Okay? We have the King of Pentacles. That's King Money. Okay? And this card says he had it all. What he did with it changed the universe. Okay? So that is somebody who's positive. Okay? King of Pentacles. I call King of Pentacles King Money. And this is upright. This is not reversed. Because if he was reversed, he would be broke. We have the King of Swords. Okay, so we got some action. This is the smartest man on the planet. Okay. So this is somebody who's just. Okay. This is somebody who knows what to do with their finances. Okay. Let's see. King of Swords. Where do we have that? Yeah. So this is somebody who's honest, who has courage. And then we have Temperance. They're also have self-control. And this is going over your Seven of Pentacles. So you're controlling your money. You balancing that money. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Lord. Okay. It's funny how you ask about money and you're getting these pentacles. Okay. Now the Ace of Pentacles is ambition, prosperity. Okay. That's money. This is for this year coming up. And we have the Star card. All eyes on you. So this is starting off good. You off to a good start, girl. We have the Four of Swords, okay? Now, the Four of Swords talks about getting rest, okay? Getting rest, okay? You're overthinking, okay? And that's, matter of fact, it's funny because you have the Nine of Swords over here. When I told you, okay, about stressing on your finances, you need to stop doing that. Get some rest. Okay. And then we have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords here is who I call Chatty Patty. She likes to talk. She likes to, okay, she likes to, if you want to put a little gossip in there, okay, but she's not afraid to give you information, okay, give you good information. Now, the Page of Swords, now the sword represents truth, okay, it represents truth. So you might get a message, okay, and this is going over the King of Swords, okay. There we go. So we got the King of Swords and the Page of Swords, and then we have the Queen of Wands, okay. There's that feminine energy, and that's going over. Ooh, that's going over temperance, okay. So this right here is somebody who seems like you're balanced. I'm getting balance. We have the King of Cups. I mean, the Queen of Cups. Okay. It says she holds life in the palm of her hand. Okay. We have the Empress. Okay. So the Empress, the mother of invention. Okay. The Empress represents female, the divine feminine. Okay. This is a major arcana, and this is divine feminine. Okay. So your possibilities are endless. Oh, and that's going over the star card. Ooh. Okay. We also have justice coming in. Okay. And this card, as you can see, the sword of truth, and she also has the scales. Okay. The scales are balanced. So it's telling you that you need to get some rest, okay, so that you can continue to stay balanced, okay, keep you on the right track. We also have the priestess, okay. Now the priestess is known as the keeper of secrets, okay. She has that intuition. She also has what would you call it? This is a major arcana. What number is this card? Says number 2. Oh, that's the divine family. Okay. Yeah. She's got that spirituality. That's what it is. Okay. She's got the psychic abilities, in other words. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups represents walking away from what no longer deserve, what no longer, I didn't forgot the word. What no longer serves you. There we go. Okay. I wanted to say what no longer deserves. Okay. And I'm like, that is not the right word. Okay. So walking away from what no longer serves you. But okay, we have the Lover's card coming in on you. Okay. That could mean romance, but it could also mean an agreement. And usually when if it's the lovers, it's a passionate agreement, okay? But we also have the 7 of Cups, which represents illusion, okay? And that's going over the Empress. So that could be, um, you might have a false sense of self. Okay. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, excuse me. Okay. The Two of Pentacles, okay, represents balancing your money. Okay, Habiba, balancing your money. And that's going on with the Justice. Okay. The Scales. Oh, yeah. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So you're working, I don't know, are you working on something? Because you're working hard. You're working hard. You're working on something. You busy. And it's about money. And then we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, okay, is that victory? The Six of Swords? Okay, it talks about change. Oh, the Six of Swords, okay. The Six of Swords talks about moving on, okay, change, moving on to calmer waters, okay. Yeah. So this is some action right here. So maybe you're thinking about moving or traveling. Okay, that is definitely the card of travel. We have the suit of wands. I don't know what they oh, okay. They say the suit of wands. I don't know what they mean by the suit of wands, but I believe it's the three of wands. Okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. So I think that you're thinking about taking a trip somewhere. The three of wands, and this is next to the six of swords, okay, on wanting to move on. So you're thinking about either moving or traveling, some type of travel, whether it's to visit somewhere or it's to actually move somewhere. Okay. And then we have the page of pentacles. So you got some good news coming in. And we have the sun. Now the sun right here is the truth, shining the light. Okay, shining a light. So I don't know what it is exactly, but it's going to shine a light on something in your life. It's going to make everything nice, sunny, and bright, and you're going to have clarity. And then we have the Seven of Wands, okay? So there's going to be some type of conflict. There's going to be some action, okay? There's going to be some action, so be careful. Because those Seven of Wands represents conflict. Okay. This right here is being conflict, being on the defensive. Okay. So I don't know if that means that you're gonna be there's gonna be some conflict that puts you on the defensive, or you're gonna defend someone or something. She said, Amen. I need good news. Yeah, so that was good news. Okay. But it's also telling you, okay, yeah, you're going to be all right. Oh, you're going to be just great. Okay. Because you got nothing but good cards. Okay. Long as you keep on your money, girl. You got that feminine energy, and then pentacles was running all through your read. Okay. So it's a way to start off. And I don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys, okay? I'm going to leave for right now, okay? If you have any requests or comments, okay, or any questions, leave them down in the comment section. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.